So on this one we're using de Moivre's theorem, if that's how you say that guy's name, in order to find the fourth roots of -1. And since our -1, our R value basically is negative, we're not using the top part of this, we're using the bottom part of this, okay? So, first of all, I need this part of it. And we want the fourth root of the absolute value of -1, because that's the number that's going to go out in front of all of this. And that is just 1. Okay, so since it's 1, I'm not even going to write it down. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify the second part of this, what I would be multiplying that 1 by. And I would have the cosine of, and in parentheses, 180 plus 360k over, and my n value is 4 because it's the fourth root, plus I times the sine of the exact same expression, 180 plus 360k, man, that's a 360, alright, over 4. Okay, so let me simplify that a bit here. Cosine of, and then 180 divided by 4 is 45 plus, and then 360 divided by 4 is 90k, plus I times the sine of the exact same expression, 45 plus 90k. Alright, so this is what I have to evaluate, and I've got to evaluate that using k is equal to, you always start with 0, and then you go up to 1 less than the root. So 1, 2, and 3. Now you may not have to do all of those, because once you get 2 of them, then you can pretty much just take the conjugates and get the rest of them. Okay, so let's let k equal 0. When k is equal to 0, then I have the cosine of 45, because the 90 times 0 is just going to be, well, 0, plus I times the sine of 45. Okay, so here's where knowledge of your unit circle will come in pretty handy, and that is that the cosine of 45 is the square root of 2 over 2 plus I times the square root of 2 over 2. Alright, now let's make k equal to 1. So when k is equal to 1, I get cosine of, I'd have 45 plus 90, that's 135, plus the I times the sine of 135. Okay, the cosine of 135 is the exact same thing as cosine of 45, but it's negative, so it's negative square root 2 over 2 plus I square root 2 over 2 for the sine of 135. And since I have those two answers, I can basically get all of my answers just through conjugates. So I would say that the fourth roots of -1 are root 2 over 2 plus or minus I root 2 over 2 and negative root 2 over 2 plus or minus I root 2 over 2. And so here are all 4 of them. If you were to raise any one of those 4 to the 4th power, you would get -1 as your answer. The end.